Wolfsburg omun sheda in I say on my home day na perform kakra this season. But I think the Bundesliga and Wolfsburg is a very good club. A good choice for him. And I'm sure they are not bringing him just for 6 months. He's going to develop there. He'll be there for a couple of years. And see, for the future, no, I think it's a very good move for him. Of course, Wolfsburg, we know famously Siki Akuno played there. I think he even captained them. Yeah, so...
And Sape also played there.
Yeah, Hans Sape also played there. So we have good memories of Ghanaian players playing in the Bundesliga and in Wolfsburg in particular. So I'm happy for that move. Some of the other moves, yes, not major step forward,
yeah,
but I think it's to give them opportunities. Maybe the be or more and share that bimbo say movie fi ebia Croatia aba second B or Spain or Felicio Benye Biabo Honoma. I think say it's all good. Andre Ayew move, no, that one has been a buyer check a card, and the speculation has been said he wants to get match fit. He wants to get a club and put himself in the shop window so that he could be considered by Coach Otuado and the Black Stars technical team for the World Cup. I mean, the Black Stars is for every Ghanaian. If he's able to make the grade, why not? He's been a captain of the team for a long time. We know the influence he can have, but the question is, are we just taking somebody because he's been captain before or he's been influential? Is he going to play? If he's going to play, is he going to, be in the right physical condition? I think these are things that time will tell. I mean, yes, he needs to improve on his fitness, physicality, and everything. But the good thing is that there's still a couple of months to March, April, when the squad will be announced. And I think, the ball is firmly in his court. Say, obey working hard, obey Jumadin, and making sure say he's fit for the competition, and he can make the grade to be considered. As for Antoine Semenyo, I think that is the best move, of any Ghanaian player this transfer window. Many people did not see it coming. I think, soon after the transfer window ended, or even before the transfer window ended in the summer, Tottenham Hotspurs were the team and now like aggressive, like we heard, said they were more interested in Antoine Semenyo.
Yeah.
As at that time. Then came Liverpool along the line.
But you think he took the right decision?
Well, as a Liverpool supporter, I'm disappointed he didn't come to Liverpool. But I think for him, for his development, to work under Pep Guardiola, I think is the best decision for him. In Manchester City, I think he stands the best chance of, having the best of opportunities to develop to his full potential. And see, I'm happy for him, and I think it's a very good. If I say move, if you consider the fact that his performance. I mean, it's not easy to bend to be ahead of, to walk into a club like Manchester City and start playing immediately. When you have players like Phil Foden, Jeremy Doku, and other wingers even struggling to get a starting place, that shows the level he's playing at. But you're top player, and I think this one is even the sky. Is the limit for him. This is only the beginning. I'm sure in about 2, 3, 4 years' time, we could be mentioning him as one of the top or best players in the world, God willing. So I'm happy for him. And overall, yes, this transfer window, we didn't see too many Ghanaian players, but I think all the movements, to me, are good.
Thank you. Yera Sepa Jerry, Yera Sepa na Obi na mama nkrase. Oh, a British man. I had a chief. All right. Yaw Preko, a former Ghana international, big name player, and also joining on the sports park. Shooting Stars na let's shooting stars more say then I go so on side
say
more division 2 league
no you division 2 that you know
let me just say season we
so I fine I think that the last 7 matches unbeaten
hey
6 wins and one draw on the trot.
Who the first Anna?
There be top 4 no. Wow. Top 4 no.
But what is Mumu coaching Mumu team no? What is the idea? Mo qualify bo premier and I'm to theaton.
Yeah, to theaton is to groom himself. That's all. Premier even middle league crunch than if anything. We just want the boys to learn from if anything. They have to at least have the experience of playing division competitive and can be about like many academies or more friendly matches, agent matches now. But sometimes
competitiveness.
Frame na especially outside Accra. So be frame no be because Accra League Accra Division 2 ni Division 1 it's almost similar. Will be many players from Division 1 or Division 2. For you to get that experience, they better add up to your game, and then where you fall short, ya bemuna, according to bemuna, or the abufifi.
Transfers ya Ghana for Nkroye during this window. No, Diana a pusu pa and Diana will show him say a Bayamang boys, especially in the World Cup here.
Oh, obviously, Obiti say, fairness, Semenyo, may admire from afar. When I met him, I told him, Yeah, I like players or more direct. Yeah. Ball left and right, and I like that because time Oba Sunyina, Oba Mihunos or I was saying, this guy. Maybe a United supporter, but
you felt like you should have come to United.
That's yes, idea sometimes. But with this attitude that this boy one, but team be over shining because on respect say many who want ball I say me meet me action I say me the mouth. No, he can score with the left, he can score with the right, and he's direct. You see smile on his face when he's playing. He doesn't stress. He doesn't if anything or maybe before man the ball. And I think say a good man Ghana at least you were one of the biggest first poster boys in the UK. Until you who put from now to the World Cup Manchester City there's no guarantee say he might play 5 matches, 6 matches on the trot. Guardiola will just sit you down and put another. Ultimately, take a decision here. I am no behind here because you can't tell me say Doku uniform.
Yeah.
Doku will form. Doku but team be Ghana Hanomona. Yet coach na bodam. I don't know what Doku Tenasi na. She has of 2 goalkeepers. I am Manson Chinwo. If anything. Yeah. I don't know at least from now to the World Cup and at least maybe maybe I may bump I say you play some more Europe injuries and how money for now they will pick up and then go to the World Cup and make us proud until transfers I know Ajite I worked with him a couple of years ago Oba transfer not one of the national teams.
Wow.
And Satano a very small boy. But I'm happy for him. The last time I met him, I told him, look, the sky for a central defender or Europe, easy, especially for a black boy. You see, pressure for a striker, you can miss chances. Sheikh Kamadino, what's the name?
Kamadin Suleiman.
Obotumrika no have miss chances. But for a central defender, we a couple of mistakes no. But too fast one. No, your weakness because for a defender they be attackers or data no show mistakes. And yet how good you are, mistakes are you bet my counter until or no. For him to at least get to the Bundesliga, no, a big plus. And for Yeno, I see him say, if you want to play 3-back, I see him as one of the best, if anything. Blaster team, where Aquaco play and I bought 3-back is where play Salisu playing. And I mean, who on any Salisu ni Joku say and 3-back na common on Bebwa. But let hope say we can get another player to replace Salisu. Maybe they be a make us Otto need defenders on with my back.
Amba.
Nah. You didn't have grown a co-worker near the back four, a bit Magogu.
You think your team here one were best suited for a 3-back?
That's all to buy. If you tell me all to buy, the best matches are Abon United. Because a compact man, then you release, if anything, Mikafono no Muntumika, Kudus will run with the ball, Samanyo will run with the ball, the day will more, Jordan will come in short and Usha. Then the back is solid, not with full backs, no, attacking wingers, no. When they lose the ball, they come in. It's near compact. But anytime Bia Obobo Ebo Jokunis, if anything, Salisu as two center backs, no. You struggle, hold, but them too much.
Wow.
But that is me, no, and no, and Sana me, but anytime Bia be 3-back, and I think say. World Cup, if we go in with a solid 3-back, teams will struggle to beat us.
I want to Bezo boy with mommy, since you are a grassroots coach to the top. That boy Emmanuel J, dreams boy now Oko Israel, and now he's made a step to I can't say Scotland. Our boy in the Scottish Premier League for you can't say Dundee. You're complaining about your left back or about Gideon having no competition, Baba unready to come. Or boy be a move where we making no you bet me the any corner kakra.
I say no move via be o make move no move via be aye sisia no.
Obese any corner.
Aye work up no nti no be aye move no because you can be comfortable and then when you say World Cup, you think about players, Ghanaian players of today, no, they don't think about AFCON.
Yeah.
They don't think about AFCON. Omwa Junior is about the World Cup because AFCON can destroy your career because you knew AFCON also more than say players you use AFCON to judge and make us say AFCON here this time Yanko Kran a blessing in disguise because. In fact, AFCON on Kase, we be call World Cup and now we call World Cup. And this boy here, Obasui, position Obono.
Yeah.
Like we said, no, Gideon are too comfortable. Sure. And if you are playing 3-back, he can be a very good wing back.
He was actually the wing back for Dreams when they went to the semi-finals in the Confederations Cup.
With Kozito.
Kozito, yeah.
Yeah. And he on him terrenda dance and why FNS will move to Europe. And he or combining together, I think say Obama Gideon if anything competition because like we said, no, Gideon are very as a left back he has to just make sure say be consistent keke we'll see how it goes.
Okay, Coach Abiel, now me beside you finally before Coach Abiel come. Andre the end you know be film about.
Andre. Oh, it's between him and Otto because I watch a video in Busa. Adrene Jordan no muti.
Jordan. Who is the captain of the Busa?
Who is the captain of the Busa? Obi Yano.
Wakasu na yes
Obi Yano. And then just say senior one no respect junior one, junior one also respect senior one. Because junior one at the moment who said, bro.
Yeah, you stood there.
Hey, media. Hey, no, so can say, Charlie.
I go there more.
And I think say.
But realistically, what are Andrea's chances of going to the World Cup?
Look, from now to June,
anything
from now to May, and I say when the list will come, anything at all can happen. Players will lose form, injuries will come in. Player be better about Shema, won't expect it. And with his rich experience, and his leadership qualities, Obia. You like to have it in him in your team, but communication between Dede and Otto sometimes you bring in a senior player, and yes, I would know by force on babo, but would know bad team num, ama leadership no, or obviously name be ama when you are obema jumana easy ama,
right?
And they has that qualities, no. Like he said no, it's not about playing. Starting and only to bet matanasi, to bet matanasi, and to shena. I hear idea because this time and yet 20 something,
26, yeah.
26, and 26, and you'll be unable.
Sure.
And you never know. There's still hope.
Now, a former club, Oma offload Majid Ashimeru, and then they call another Belgian side, baby a jury free a one. Now, Mubusa say, as a Majid. Instead of progressing, is retrogressing, and then yes, sir.
I wouldn't say injuries are hano. Injuries. I spoke to say one of Belgium journalists. Yeah, tell me what or later be a president of Union. September Union. One na Union call third division. So now a big club.
Wow.
Financially, no, call bankrupt. Into no more. Park no mu use park park yo da so use no e wo hwa tama me wo nyina sa park no omu shed anya ne hwe nti no mu ntimi mbo fensa Champions League na se for e wo so no nti ono kra agent finance no journalist no ko yo mu CEO ne ka Nigeria, the late Nigeria striker be Philip Osundu yeah Anderlecht Lonuma Union kra tama mo division 1 no. And I spoke to him, the journalist no say Ashimero no enche or say ombe because ontimi more many matches ne FNSN ne belt no obobo kakra no we but they see potential in him. And when you see a player like that, I say upaso manoko, but you think say okwa it's still on a contract, okwa can the physio there handle sesena ye handle na ye managing na ombetima managing sana ntina ayana junjin ewo mu but ono nso no like we said now no move you be because of the World Cup.
Yeah,
nti ono nso say if I move see there's my chance in I start getting playing time, my chances of joining back the Blasters, you know, because he him say Ashimero ye fit this year obey starter.
Wow.
Yeah, may I see him or ye fit now you go on Hana because Bibi one who are Blaster team if we pick 26 players. Obi any sir. When your players been more hard, like yes, let's take it up as a holding midfield. Holding midfielders be Sibo no money na Sifonya. Omunya just one win the ball and then release. You need holding midfielder be a
driving ball.
That is it. But yes, say attacking midfielder like Ashimero. You see, say when he's fit, moving the ball, making the right decision, chopping space, and then thinking. Say no, you don't. The game no yet. If anything, and yet ball no ball no.
You should be thinking.
You have under mathematics. Thank you, microseconds, and he has that way no to think before. Take a decision before ball no. And you need players like this in the team. Unfortunate for him, no injuries and I na semi because me follow no Anderlecht the player be obeko biya no. Yeah, because yeah, come on, honana. If inti ayana, because so called the we then cry. Yeah, started.
Sure.
Inti ayana win more Barcelona.
That day Oliver was in Belgium, and even Oliver Koya or Koya said
Sweden.
Okay, he was in Sweden.
Hamstad. Yeah, me bought Hamstad for 2 years.
Yeah, and he saw no. Omodo nyoma tari.
I say, you don't say. That World Cup, 2006 World Cup, no. 2006 I say me Kobe.
No why akokra.
No, me say no, me say but 2005, 2000. Say no was Sweden. Now me bought Europa Cup.
Me
Emma Hamstad. We nearly won the league.
But that now we are brapping.
Now up to World Cup. Because to Jamie and if you watch, if I show you my videos of
I know. I've been watching it. Since I know you
Hamster, the year now.
No, you were scoring. Now we're
form. Now form.
No, I think
I didn't want to get involved. I thought.
I think there was a debate during the time. Only boy be a friend Alex Mensa.
Yeah.
He was from nowhere. Nobody was Switzerland.
Yeah,
and they didn't even run squad. But at the time, now we are sure. It's me say, I'm in Germany, Razak, Pimpon, Omi and Crack.
Now I say, German color.
German color.
Because I remember when Sweden on season ended somewhere in November.
Sure.
I came back. I came on holiday. Now Blaster ne South Africa. Kumasi. And me arrive here time now Bababo match in a week now Bababo Saturn so me arrive here. And people thought say I was coming for. And this guy called me on the phone. Leja Laji
Mekano, team manager at the time.
Team manager. He called me say me back for Blaster match. And I want the Baba family. Na me see
Alex in front.
And me see me nimpo se mo match.
Sure.
Because I wasn't following. I wasn't following. And Timika say I'm on break. And no catch him say membra Kumasi.
Our coach be unfree.
That's a Blaster. It was a muchendi. Blaster was if I have to tell you the stories of Blasters and there etintima say baby no more a top woman no. Blasters the sacrifices and fairness and you can come on holidays and util baby ani abefro.
Can't play.
Your abefro is your match or hanamu and you have to go. You have to call your team. Or you send a fax to your team and tell them, say, Blaster or until next week in the main team report too. And you have to sacrifice because maybe I come Malaysia, I come Munchendi. But you need some international way belt to move.
That's right.
Should in case. And the name penny say because you be share more. Jimmy, what I say from starless players, satellite players, near Babishia. Look. Yet in 1912 being shame 99 thereabout no. Na eba Blaster obi at the boba.
Foreign based players. Because Baba
Borneo. Yes, sister boss na dey come satellite no. We ba ye frefre who ba for boba or for
Ghana national team.
Wow. I do a bit of Kufo crowd if no on Adidas so Kufo will bring balls because you need ball. The ball I say was satellite. Omu here ball until your ball na abejano. You see o Winneba we no mu use we no until na you organize your own. Kojofiano was
team manager.
And ye ba na yen share uniform po. Obi a obeba na me handle we say
training.
We say Juventus, Kufo she Bayern near FNSA. Jose na buy muna try so
uniformity be
yeah, nti Neymar sisa nti for that kind of Blaster na Kamika 2006 World Cup no. Now I was fit.
You could have gone to the World Cup.
I could have gone to the World Cup.
No.
Yeah, Jerry.
I think we say they are if my memory serves me right, around that time now a deliberate policy of the FA to keep some players out because now the likes of Yaw Preko, Augustin Ahimfo, Okay Isaac Boache. Yeah.
So it was even part of the qualifiers.
Yeah. These players were players who could play around that time.
Got in at Tram.
But now the FA any policy say or move Fedine out. Under 20 team now.
Argentina no 2001
na forming the
nucleus of
the team. Even Oseko for Onokrapo he was extremely lucky because necessary political influence in Abem.
At the time he was playing for Roma.
For him to be included in that 2006 World Cup. So when yankwa na enye se bia na on to me bobo na ko betumi abo pa.
But it was politics.
It was politics and a deliberate decision by the FA.
All right.
Because no can say, or when you have some young crop of players there, to media or more for they were doing well.
Now qualifying, no, they were playing very well. They played Uganda, they played I think Burkina Faso.
Okay, so I was part of the
okay. Baby, and Apia was part of our
anytime Ibrahim, also we uniform. About qualifies me. The uniform.
Entina I think say Ben Kofi
policy
5-year policy na me na Ben Kofi kura na me na awe so wo me na awe so wo FA hono enti before I be coach na kasa me be coach na met him
Okoju license there o ka che
see you this boy Ben Kofi ni re mfia as me tell you no old office or you feel stadium on the buy fairness
ministry on
ko kan say yen entina ya film na that time no na
club to Europa
Kwame was scoring.
Yeah, Kwame was scoring. Kwame was in Portugal.
Yes. Now Kwame was scoring. Now about take crowd alone or take be almost a top scorer. Now from or Henry Kennedy was Augustine. Saying Stephen Bedu. But yet no afodo na teams no busa question bi na yes now so na saying Enti o dey so pay I remember say yedin enti ye meeting bi o FA hono we had a meeting at
and I'll tell you Uncle Ben
me tell you omo nyina ho na me say because that's an someone mo afi na mo baso FA say omo hu say ma wo so da I'm sorry and I'm say mo pay because me nkasa me started Blaster Boy in 1990 1990.
About Black Stars
1991.
Who free starless now?
13th April 1991. Ghana, Nigeria. Nigeria.
Auto free started the boss game.
Auto Revi Bukasiza. Nti that boy me regular till I think 202 qualify.
No? Yeah, you come Mali no.
Yeah, come 202 qualify World Cup.
To the World Cup, yeah.
Yeah, World Cup no. I am for man no you decided say okay, to say yeah be new group na Ben Kofi no more. But say more call another FNSN leveler. Men say old FNSN.
All right.
So history ni there. So I guess when it come to Blaster on Sembe better.
Okay, now Mami Coach Abio, let me give him the final minutes for the transfers of the Ghanaian players in the January window. And the Kofa ya in same way in Abayo, no. Yeah, Coach.
I think sir, the transfer has been good. Let me catch you say my biggest has been the Semenyo one, and I know attachment really can't wear the mindset. You catch you say you're too much of a weak mindset. They be a person call be a cheap. But you must go to where the best is, and when you stand out, and I think it's a very good motivation. And the work rate, on Rangasani work rate, has been very good. Then I think the young man moving to Uzbek.
Yeah, Jonas Ajeti.
I've watched him in recent times. I think we're peaking, we're moving from another era to another era. But like you already said, central defender, you are the heart of the team. So. As unsure how they are going to go about it. It's all towards the World Cup. And yes, the biggest motivation and change of clubs, how we move into the World Cup and how people will be able to market themselves and play very well. So the transfer is one thing, surviving the environment is one thing, and understanding what the system is going to play is one thing.
Wow.
I think that mostly your transfer is now MPK, you know. As the players never knew what the clubs are going to play. Wow. Your players could say, ball, BBR. But ball in your boy, BBR. Baby, I'll be do BR, and defining ball, any the role in the game you play. That is why when players move and where you expect them to show up, then they are not able to show up. Because you arrive at Anderlecht and the system is different. But your talent, they believe your talent could fit into the system, but you didn't prepare yourself to fit into the system. I think these are areas we need to guide the players very well. And it starts with the FA and the coaches who develop the players. In addition to the Yaw say, sometimes they look at the physio who is going to even handle you. So once we don't move for those records, every transfer in here will be a waste. Wow. And so I think these are areas as a country and share. You know, when Neymar was going to sign for Madrid, he was actually going to Madrid. But the FA of Brazil watched what Barcelona was doing, and it was in line with the Brazilian Federation. So they have to influence that decision.
Wow.
You understand? See, all these players are moving, but they are moving for what? And they want to move, but players must be guided through players who have done it before, not just player. And your former player, we are soon on Sunday.
Oh, coach, and it's Tuesday.
And how you said every day. I have polite all along. I feel I'm So we need to fix the system, such as say. Also, when it comes to talent and their boy, we have the prospect. But how to guide them through the journey is all we are not doing as a country.
That's true.
So, according to former players, in commonality say, and your money are more be called you.
So Jonas Ajete, Moamushe TV was showing some of his highlights. His FC Basel, he was unplayable at the back. He played over 70 games across for FC Basel.
That is good. So you just pick 70 games and make it a 90 times a 90, and it will tell you the number of hours he has done. Yeah. The hours and the data will make a coach come for you. But once the coach comes for you, you must make sure privately you study what is going to happen in Wolfsburg. Because there's a standard system, and some coach with philosophy about account. I think these are the areas that sometimes you're falling short. And conformably say, if you could do a ball. That is why I said most of the players score normal. They even go to African countries and come back to where they are complaining, say they are not being paid well. Where you are not being paid well, you go to where you are paid well, you still come back. Yeah. So it's a matter of when they say
yeah.
So I think with all this transfer towards the World Cup, and the transfer alone shouldn't ginger a coach to call a player into the World Cup team.
Okay.
It should be based on data. It should be based on stats.
Right.
And the temperament of the player, which is the mentality of the player.
Sure.
That's everything well. So I think all has been good. And better than the coach. Because those are your mates. So if you don't have such trusted players, a 2 year they know you're confused or dressing room. Only a player or to become one casa or to be coming down, a coming team down, a control the team. I always tell you, when you work with Awako, half of the work is done. When you work with Glass in Awako, you the coach, always half of your work is done. Because he controls the team on and off the field. So with his huge experience, once performance don't do level be, you only get the performance you had 10 years ago. But once they do level be, we need somebody who can direct the team. At that level, 10% yama was through. So when you be an ultimate control team,
right.
You understand? So these transfers are very important. And lastly, if I come, the fade out from here in this generation, your own generation, was one of the worst things we did to this country. And I follow up to an end. You don't do overhaul transfer. You don't do overhaul transfer. So watch the German 2016 transition 2002, 2006 to 2010 when they wanted to change to from the Orthodox 442 to the 433 system. That is where they needed to retire Balak. So they need to make Bioff the team manager. So that somebody can speak to Balak. Unfortunately for them, unfortunately for Balak, and Okopraye. It's a unique team. So you don't change a system and say you fade all the players out. Okay. You must always change the system based on what you are going to do. And system change their projection. So from 2002, they projected how the German national team will be in 2010 beyond.
Wow.
So in 2010 beyond, you change the system. Now you're changing, now you're taking senior players out. Now you're fixing way into it. And finally got that team and won the World Cup in 2014. So winning the World Cup was a deliberate plan of year 2002. Said they are going to leave the World Cup. And nothing now, Germany, they have to buy a resort. The only thing between Germany and the World Cup was the soil. Brazil, Germany, not to leave the World Cup, was the soil.
Okay.
So they have to import soil from Germany and create a resort because the German soil always the Brazilian soil always generates something negative for a German bomb. So they brought in a soil, created a pitch. That is why they were based in a particular. They play matches and they come back to their base, so they can get that typical German soil. So look at the progression. So when you just walk in and say you fit players out, you have to face the question for the next 15 years.
Wow. Intelligent. Yo. How about Jumon? Sana professor Kama uso Juma.
What's a casa ya casa kucha casa.
What about Juma?
Uni mangao wa casa. I think the chance is Nika. And for me, Jonas Ajite, I'm very happy. I say year 2 punu fufu na
ebi BMOB.
Exactly. And if you watched him very well, then he's a very calm guy. You sometimes watch Jiku and you look at his calmness, but many people haven't really noticed Ajite in the setup. Crane Cap, no shame here. You'd have noticed his composure and how the ability to play from the back.
How good is he?
He's very good, but he's moving to a PC league. It's a different thing. He's very good. I think the Swiss league, no name, German league, no kakra. We say German football here because of the mechanical aspect of it. Now you always need to be on your toes. Yeah. It's very, very difficult. And when you say German teams, don't run about three back. Most of the German teams, no. Be brave about three back system.
Sure.
Be brave about three back system. So I think that for Jonas Ajite there, a 4.5-year deal is good. First 6 months, you try to integrate, you adapt. It's very, very important. I doubt they would even throw him in. But then the risk is that Wolfsburg struggle. They are 1 point above
relegation.
Yeah, the relegation playoff zone.
Yeah.
That's the 16th place. So they might be forced to throw everything. So if he doesn't take care, even though he's not adapted, there might not be time for him to adapt. But rather, you would have to start playing competitively. That's the only thing. But for me, I just think that now is a good move. And I doubt that you have a player playing in a German Bundesliga for a club like Wolfsburg and you decide to go to the World Cup without him. It wouldn't really make sense. Then, in as much as we want the best players performing, see, sometimes the team you play is very, very important. And then Ghana will play or Barcelona, not a bench. You take him to the World Cup because you know the quality he has to be on the bench of Barcelona. It's very, very important. So in as much as we are looking at players who are playing actively, you're kind of saying consistently, we are also looking at players with quality. Right. You get it. If the way we treat Antoine Semenyo, if he's playing for Bournemouth, wouldn't be the same way we treat him when he's playing for City. There's a difference. Antoine Semenyo for City is different from Semenyo at Bournemouth.
But is he also different from Semenyo at Black Stars?
The next time of a banner, the way maybe the treatment for Semenyo.
Oh, Ghana, how?
I'm telling you, it will be different. Semenyo is no more the Semenyo we knew a month ago. That's why the club you see the clubs you play has an impact on national team. No. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. He's playing for City.
Wow.
The wage are double or even triple since he made that move.
Yeah.
And he would want to take good care of himself because after the World Cup, club football continues. So everything, the mindset and everything, the players are working a different. The mindset is different now. You are going to play in the Champions League. You are going to meet the big boys. Haaland is your friend now. So yeah, Ivan Nielsen. And I said Dango Atara. So all these things will change the mindset of the player. So I think that just in the space of a month, moving from Bournemouth to City changes everything about the player.
Yeah.
And we should. That's why I say we need to feel that impact when it comes to the Black Stars. Because Gini said the way I near Bono when he was playing for Bournemouth is your bar. Because you'll be looking at how he's playing for City now.
That's right.
And you try to play to that strength now because he's not an ordinary player.
And there's one more to
you see, back then we would have prioritized Partey's inclusion in the team. What do we need to do? How many physios do we need to get on him? Who is working on his... Now he's no more Partey. No, seriously, now he's no more. Partey is playing for Villarreal and he's on the bench. But you have a player who is playing for Manchester City. Me and sure guys on the pitch, there are things he could even explain to you the coach, and guy know you. And that's the truth. You get it. So the club football and a club Bono has an impact on if you make the national team and even the influence you bring. It is important because going to the World Cup, Minjin is a Benya player will be making even a bigger move than Semenyo now. So all eyes will definitely be on this guy going to the World Cup. For the Andre Ayew thing, I've said it. I don't know where the rate is coming from, but I feel the player should be smart enough to make the coach understand. And then make catch say, see, this is something you should have said long time. Because chances of going to the World Cup is I doubt say Andrea you would go to the World Cup, honestly. See, no matter the number of injuries they bring, and then make us say, ensure Eastern Europe. Who is looking at the players at Serbia? Czech. But back then, all Czech Republic, and then the chances of Black Stars. That was true. Now you have defenders in war. Turkey. Turkey is top 10 league in the world. But who is looking at Turkey? No one is looking at Turkey. Because we have players consistently playing the European top 5 leagues. Even go Europa, even more Champions League. So and yes, Salisu we play. We wouldn't go beyond Salisu because you have a player who is playing the Champions League. Why would you go beyond him to go and look at a player who is playing for Kukariki or something?
Kukariki.
So I think is the level, is the standard now. We saw the level at the AFCON. Look at Senegal. Look at the level. All the players are playing for big clubs. More Saudi Pro League making impact. So it's not about the level. Now Osha SA, they have a strong squad. But besides the SA, who hit top 5, Osha Egypt. Even Egypt currently they are struggling. Even though they said they have the best league in Africa. But if you have 8 players playing from the Egyptian league, now the most Salani Mamu Shakawa, you still have nothing. Because they can't make the difference alone. And on any day they will lose to Senegal. Because Senegal quality no them. So for Andrea Yudi, I think the player should be smart. See, talk to Otto. See, one game. Nana. In Brofon, seamless. I don't know why we struggle. Yeah. In Brofon, World Cup, Euros about the World Cup after 2018. Spain, FA group stages. Where's the Mimbobi? Yako Euros by Germany film, Cruz say, Mimbobi. It's not like Cruz cannot play. Cruz can play actively because Modric is playing. Cruz is younger than Modric. It's a money fair. Dan say ebe corner ye bisa younger boy and then the penny who is the captain. Now what it yours I don't know the kind of game. Most said information be about to add say you need to bring the right captain. This is political. It's still with the family. You is the family. The captain of the house is you family. But I think that they need to make a decision.
All right.
They need to make a decision, and he needs to make it now.
Okay, we'll go for a break. When we come back, we're into the final lap of the show. Kotoko and Mediama, who stands a realistic chance of winning the double in Ghana? After 1 year of Pole's demise, any lessons learned? Has the World appoint new managing director? Does it change the fortunes of the club? We'll be right back after the break.
When I get home and want something quick to chop, everything there inside, groundnut milk and sugar. I only need some water, so kiss me easy, oh. Kivo carry me, Kivo carry for your office, boarding house. Kivo carry everything there inside, groundnut milk and sugar. I only
Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix, soakings are easy. This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome to Max Buy.
Hey Jerry, this is your phone. Who for pay for crown pill? What is this?
Babe, relax. Today is the day I turn water into wine. We're in the promised land. Max Buy is here to save us, okay?
You're welcome to Max Buy, Ghana's #1 electronic retail store. How may I help you?
You know, my queen deserves the best. Show me your top gadget here.
At Max Buy, we've got it all. Mobile phones, smart TVs, air conditioners, kettles, microwaves, blenders, and more.
Babe, imagine our anniversary selfies with this Techno Camon 30S. Everybody would think that we are Ghana's Jay-Z and Beyonce. Power couple, papa.
Call us on 054-401-9552.
With over 40 shops nationwide, flexible payment plan, online shopping, and home delivery.
Valentine is coming. Where is your boyfriend? You are sitting at home. You are so lonely.
This Valentine's Day, love is on the menu. Max TV presents Chop Love with Max TV, the 5th edition.
A special celebration for couples and partners. Do you have a beautiful love story? Tell us how you met your sweet partner in a video or short write-up and send to us via Facebook at Max TV Ghana or WhatsApp 055-8462-088 and get featured on Max TV social media. The couples with the most likes and comments will win a romantic dinner experience with an amazing gift.
Auntie Kai Husi, I feel Chop Love with Max TV. A bear shronko cry. It's a menawa. And come on, Shasi Karitre, how I miss you with duffel.
Chop Love with Max TV, where love meets celebration. Don't just watch love, experience it.
Valentine is coming. Where is your boyfriend? You are sitting at home. You are so lonely. Where is your boyfriend? Your best are getting flowers. Valentine is coming. Where is your boyfriend? You are sitting at home. You are so lonely.
Busumia ye remi, eya busumia ye radio do na ya chere odo. Enunti Max TV say shop love with Max TV. Eyi eya yen 5th edition. Ye we celebrating lovers. Enunti na Max TV edia kwenya shunkwin aba. Enunti na ye say che yen kwanya wushi a wodofo. Obetimi aye short video. Anampo obetimi atro how a wushi a wodofo. Na wo wi a we upload it ewa yen Facebook platform no so. Eye act Max TV Ghana. And now WhatsApp 055-846-2088. Na nipa obenya more entries no. Ono ena fee yende no every diodo shonko. Ewa Chop Love with Max TV 5th edition. Enti kai husi afi Chop Love with Max TV. Ebeye shonko kra. Iti menewa ankama shase kra richre hawa mishia vedofo. Chop Love with Max TV. The experience will be great.
Okay. We are back. Yaw Preko and Coach Abion. Omo ye different sports show nti. Mupa mumrana mumbere de kosi. Behind the scenes. Where World Cup dies. All right. So now, never see a share ayi. Okay. Coach Karim Zito. Ana no koji na ni so Bandu. But she wait for Cheno Bono from 3-1. And I will lose that game no. But you see, Zito Eba Kotokono, he's been tasked to win the double. So only league na onsani FA Cup. We check the league table now. They are far off Mediama. But after losing the other day in Pandu, Zito is still positive they will win. So if you check the league table, Mediama is on 43, Asante Kotoko 5th position on 35. And tomorrow morning mass you know, we're being saying 8 points ahead of Asante Kotoko and Ambwa. So how do they catch up and win the league? This weekend, only a dual about FA Cup. When they met in the league, they drew in Kumasi because they're going to man Shilmo. But Zito is still positive. So we budget double. Yinti Abdul Karim Zito, Yaw Preko, best man.
What is the thinking going for that fixture?
Oh, definitely, we have to win. We don't have any excuse but to win that game. Because one of my objectives is to win the league, or the FA, or double. So definitely, I have to work hard, and then we don't afford to lose against Ebiana if we want to do any meaningful impact into the system. So I think we are going back and then work hard for the.
Okay. Now, can I say Chop Love be bow? So you confuse me. All right, I'll make Chop Love now, wine. All right, Coach, I'll probably come in now. Now, Chop Love Busumimu. Now, to the other one, the former Borussia Dortmund striker. Only there, he has no doubt in his mind. Was it the Dadanoka say league number Jikrana and easy. International nation share woman, no, big deal man. But we should say double no, mediama bit match. Let's hear from Ibrahim Tanko.
The last time you lost the game in the Premier League was back in September against Karela. Now we're in 2026 and you lost for the very first time this year. Do you think the journey to win the Premier League is going to be longer than you expect, or you can wrap it up even before the season gets closer to end?
No, we always expected from day one. I always said, even though we are 8 points ahead, we still have a lot of matches to play. Yes, and we are not invincible. We knew that, and in any time we can lose a game. So today is the day, and we are putting it at our back and then go and prepare for the next one.
Can Mediama win the league this season, and are you aiming for a double as you play Summertex next weekend?
I always say we are one of the teams that can win it. It's a game by game. We still have, I think, 13 games to play. Definitely, we are going to go back and then prepare very well for the next game. We have our MTN FA Cup against Summertex. That's the next game we're preparing.
Ibrahim Tanko is manager for Mediama Sporting Club, bringing the time to 12 minutes past 11. And as Seke Senkoma Max by Ghana's leader in home appliances, smartphones, accessories, and everyday goods. Max by Ghana Hadie, Obiaji Atumu, say Yebano electronic appliances are, we are number one. Max by Happy Life, your smart TVs, your smartphones, your fridges, your air fryers, your washing machines, your air conditioners, your freezers, your swallow makers. Nina, a bono at the form. You can visit Max Buy at Max Buy Ghana on our social media handles for more information on our promotions and our promo. Yanyoma, Yatuntono. Mamima Onchena Nedu for the start of this discussion. And, we'll go briefly because we'll discuss Hartsovok and the police story before we wrap up. And between these two, as the two coaches have said, who stands a realistic chance of winning the double or even the Premier League? Kotoko Midiama.
Yes, Nana. I think it's a difficult situation at the both sides. But I think, maybe I could do Sisiana. Medium chance of winning the Ghana Premier League is about 80-85%. FA Cup Nidia, I feel the round of 16. A benya fair idea who is likely to win. This is almost 16 because Obia was difficult game to play this particular weekend. Kotoko Ebo Diana, Mediama Air Boss matters. Anything can happen. For FA Cup, with Mama. Pure judgment about who is likely to win after this particular weekend game.
Okay.
By league in India, it be able to know. Ibrahim Tanko Tinama Kotokwana has ever signed for the league there. Then you want bedding. Edaman will come here because 8 points leading Asante Kotoko. Aka how many games in the Ghana Premier League? About with 21 a year. It means Aka 13 games. Out of the 13 games, Mediama over 7 home games to play, 6 away games. 7 home games, 6 away games. And 7 home games now won. Kotoko will come to Takwa. Baby any Ghost Stars will come to Takwa. Teams now more play for the Premier League title. The only one about away I against House of Folk. Ababa, University of Ghana. House of Folk tonight the home records and yet away and require better seeing home. In this Mediama Football Club. Personally, I think say 80 to 85% Mediama has won the league. Because it means some Mediama lose 3 games continuously for Kotokwana has Omubi to take over. Job can to be original Uko Kotoko. Still okay in Kwasha Cemetery supporters and say Kotoko are still in to win the Premier League title. But on one side, you say the original CIA, this particular season, didn't crash the last season there. No, ain't Kotoko chance of winning the league there for now, dear. I doubt say but FA Cup there. In recent times, how much they say, one of the clubs will know how to win the FA Cup. And at this time, no still target in the right square. Wow, we could say league in the year. More attention, they can see and call the FA Cup. That is where a cup game, win the Diana game at home, move to the quarterfinal. Look at the team of Bessia next. Now, Mountain started to be their first winner results now. Wow. So before that, maybe agency see idea. Mediama is likely to win the Premier League. Kotoko will have to fight for the FA Cup.
Coach Abu, you share the same opinion?
I think the league is for Mediama. I was expecting them to Friday to pick that point to name them as runaway winners.
At the nation's game,
yes, winners are game now can league about like Nana released 7 points, that makes it 21. And you know my formula for the league. Add 21 to everybody's point. And you know where everybody stands. The Mediama as of now they shouldn't be over ambitious, picking the two. One must be more of a target and one must be a follow-up target.
Sure.
So I think if you look at it right now, if Ghana Premier League, we call by South formula now, it works. Home match more win. And I watch a season where I think apart from Samatex, on the second highest, Samatex now winning more home games. So I think it's a Mediama. Nobody, I don't see anybody doing the double. Mediama, double no air show Mediama side. But I think that the league is more realistic for Mediama to pick the league this particular season. They've not been bad. They've been one of the best in terms of what they are doing. And over the side of Kotoko, Zito need to anywhere he says apart from that, he might leave his job before the season ends. So it's to communicate very well to save your job from the bloggers and the press and your supporters as well. I don't think they have a team that can win double. They don't have the team that can win double because Kotoko team have a team there, or we need at home. Now I can't draw away. Until we need 2 consecutive games, and you can't be a winner in a league when you can't win 2 consecutive games. Or we near now. The following game, their performance will come down. Then the third game, then they come up. So when we are going by this formula, we are picking the home points. How then do you beat me to come and win the league with the 8 points different, like I said, 3 points? So I think the league is for Mediama. But after this run, we'll be able to be clear
who wins the FA Cup.
Who wins the FA Cup, especially when it's going to be played on a fair ground. And yes, senior team in Africa.
But who come on actually last season fantasy?
Any future, any when it comes to that particular angle, especially Usha teams are from this round this weekend, we'll be able to determine who wins the league at the FA Cup. So in Kofobi K1, they are likely to go because it's a strategy, a system that we have put in place. Now the financial needs so I think that nobody is going to go for the double. If somebody will go for the double, slightly medium, but realistically one will go at the other side.
Okay. Now before I come in, someone you know, a friend of yours, who knows a lot about your national team days, is asking me to ask you a question, but I shouldn't mention his name. He says, "Hi Nana, ask Yaw, why did Sami Kufo call him Oman Beik when they assembled in the Black Stars camp?" Yaw.
Hey, Tuga. One, no, I think we say after if I know people, Cameroon, he was wearing the 7 shirt and Starless, no, I'm lifty pa.
No, for that year.
No, I mean, say, header.
Okay.
Yeah, and me movement, kakra, to say,
Oman
Beik, me movement on the ball, no, SNO.
Yeah. Because at the time they had played under the 1990 World Cup.
1990 World Cup. And you born 91. You born 91. No. Into 91 or status of Remy.
Nah, I didn't know from sir.
Because I mean, say me movement, you know. Say me the rush.
Okay.
Yeah, rush. Go for me name how the name. Go for say because of me speed na FM rush. But then me speed na the rush na to me. But to man be in there me born na Sami say me do say me fa ball na me enter box a penalty. Also man big me penalties is here. And go be na Gago share
the long range.
Yeah, the head that be na World Cup 91 Sisaki Gago.
Yeah.
O say me na me heady ball no.
O flicky man no.
No me heady ball the ball was going behind me. Our bar line also. Na me jump here. Na me heady back
to the pitch.
Play na Gago Sisaki here. And no man be a go no share
at the World Cup.
At the World Cup.
Similar.
He said Okurija bueno it is a video no nya sa video na
similar
many defenders na ma jump almost to the level of
their shoulders.
I'm head the ball back to Gago for him to and Omambik no fire sami dey ono dey on time from rush
Omambik
ono Omambik na no premier na and aka.
Wow. Okay, so Ukochi Mediama, I know you be monitoring them. Wadam for Ibrahim Tanko say they stand a chance of winning the double, but omo timu nyamu de. And awa onyonko Penny Karim Zito on par, but also if I come down across to mid Magic League in the double. I don't know what you think. So we monitor league, you know.
Yeah, Ghana league in there. At the end of the day, no somebody will be sacked.
Okay, me go. Ayaw. Me say because me cousin your lunch. Oh, Cape Coast. Ni na edidi. And I'm about somebody pre-match talk on your champion in the team. and I'm the story fi baby omutina. I've had a chance ya pam ya. Because they lost the semi-final game in the FA Cup.
You call till till end of the season.
Yeah.
Say dear. Near sign a better contract. Then who lose matches been more. One maybe a tanko Daniel how many they can 8 points.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
8 points now. Kromuha, there's no way say who lead 8 points now you pound near falling I do home better. Even cry I cut 3 points I cut 3 points supporters will come to the grounds.
That's true.
Yes. Obama warning. A cut 5. They say a cut 5 cry supporters will come to the grounds and Kotoko want to win the Zito say a one of the object.
But it's not like
or say a
one of.
Yes, one of.
I'm happy you are quoting me
yes,
rightly. A one of.
One of. Enti you name the Omodiamano and Zito is full of surprises.
But Menunu don't mean yana.
Menunu and I make us say then somebody will be sacked at the because there's no way Atanko will be at position away.
If they lose the title.
If you lose the title. Until Onosun him say and Mediama Sayaka how many matches? 7 matches were home. And look, some players struggle to play on a better pitch. Ghana Premier League.
Wow.
A lot of players struggle most. That's the reason why no, I'm telling you the fact.
Wako bobo abruchi. Wako baby bro. What's the Ghana players no? Sa park near papa.
Me say most of Ghanaian players. Because most of Ghanaian players now are used to bumping pitches. And Oshe Accra Sports Stadium when Accra Sports Stadium Edasopano teams in Bebreba House of Folk and even Great Olympics will beat them because on the Banner Park a threat. Now come and show your capabilities, what you are capable of. No, Bafabeto Park no so players can't even hit if anything 20-meter passes, 10-meter passes. They want to go long. They are not comfortable with the distance and everything. Takwa, you say no. Takwa Park ne da ho. Esun. And oko now one settle here you struggle because omo nya opportunity to train there
sure.
and play if anything games there. Enti Tanko etintima he can win 7 matches now. Can now home and be onya 3 abiu na oya calculator onya ahin menenu Olympics on na ya start league no calculate first round that points are there o ka say ya ko ha na ko fa draw ya fa ha na another opposite blessed memory another person winning nya ono be ka chance o bua emfa we see e be winning e be kwa kwhye we na say what are you abiu say what are you talking about but no that's what I like about him or kind of creno. I like it. That's what I like about Abiu. Or kind of creno or the stats yeah, Juma.
Sure.
And what you are eating. You are going to eat. Who could do 10 o'clock? You arrive away match 10 o'clock and I do. Players in DD they will eat around 10:30. Ama time be digesting now akoda. Adiachi what did you no okwako bomb. Then you expect to be 3 points.
Your teams don't check his annual man.
Factors players teams lose factors a dozen to win the match no factors dozen but sometimes you feel say oh nothing year before game no a science say oh a giant until you both say you call Africa now you count 2 goals I beji you call Africa now you count 2 goals I beji maybe in Swat my call if anything almost share me two not Africans no. Me say me you call na go go many mas.
Oje 5 or
Debbie
3.
Oje me 1.
I have no idea.
Oje me 2 aha. Oje me 2 and 2 ni na ye. Isaka mistakes bia.
Frimpong and Kamdin ni share wo. Frimpong ko je 5.
Yeah.
6.
Me ko je 1 pay. Funny saying from saying Algerian
Jess Kabili.
Debbie Constantino was a Debbie.
Constantine. Yeah. I just Kabili na chef Frimpong man so 6. Now only Constantine.
Yeah, and I me researching before I went there. And I'm say African Ghanaian teams no yekwa.
I think we did that game together.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
After the first leg.
After the first leg, we spoke and let's go and enjoy. Keep the ball more opportunity by you pick it. First half, now 1-0. Second half game balance. I can say a take run 8 minutes. And after the game, the president say on the African teams are bought our the pathway so, but for us to come and with feeling shy with new players they be go on two kind of
sure
a new passport and everything for them to go and showcase say Ghana football and we say people think now
right
Zito any Tanko no I think say omo adwuma Didi is safe for now.
Nobody's is asking him to win the league.
That's because say on your transfer be a second round and
that's an excuse, huh?
I think say I was at the stadium. I didn't see pressure. What I saw.
So Didi Dramani and winning league now it's not a big deal.
I don't know.
I'm asking you a personal question.
House of Folk Asante Kotoko. House of Folk Asante Kotoko. Every season, Oman winning league a big deal. And that is House of Folk Asante Kotoko.
But did you in Tokyo be able to make film because one top player?
That's it. Second round, maybe I were to strengthen the team. Our office anchor transfer window no open anchor because the first year but I mean who say ne kasa muno I maintain poso kasa of a winning league right. But the pressure is on like Zito said can the objectives no say he want to win the league or the double.
Okay.
Tanko social ni kasa mu ye.
Does it mean possible?
Possible. That's the word. We say possible. But they have to work.
Yeah. They have to work.
And Ghana Premier League no second round no. Friends will benefit. You get me? Friends will benefit, but you should Bekum Chelsea now baby.
I'm not relegation.
Bekum Chelsea. Take it time because you have Boka 2 years ago or 3 years ago. One of them has came.
Mami free house and I'm called Jerry because every idea come. Hey, I'm on grease it. Let's show team coaches. Jerry Brown.
I think say Ibrahim Tanko. I like the fact that he's ambitious.
He's doing a good job, huh?
Yeah, he's doing a good job, but I think I know deep inside him he will prioritize the Premier League. I'm saying Premier League near I'm a priority on Befapa. At this time now, me sure say Castle Beso winning FA. It's too early for the FA Cup. And I said you are biting more than you can chew. I'm say on concentrating on the Premier League, not on winning Premier League. After that, the FA Cup conversation can come in. Now, as for Karim Zito there, I mean baby and the confidence because the Ghana Premier League send you a name no Obia take a commanding lead, or lead you by 8 points with 13 games to go. Intense. In fact, I have to go and go back into the research books and see whether Obia Babe overtake an 8 points gap with 13 games to go. I don't remember. With all my years of following the Premier League. In I don't think it's possible. But the FA Cup, yes, Obetumia strategize. He can strategize and win the FA Cup. And maybe that will save him his job. Because if you win the FA Cup, you go to Africa. But if he doesn't win the league, he doesn't win the FA Cup, there is no Africa. And then it will be only unless Nyame Penny Betimia intervening in such a situation. Now, Oshe send a Premier League in a corner. Yenim say getting close to the end of the season. Sometimes results need be very surprising. Results need be very surprising because people will do everything possible to escape relegation. Some also do everything possible to finish in maybe a top 4 position or sometimes not results are very surprising. But this particular league season, I think say a league season a team like Kotoko have really, really disappointed. If you consider players almost signing here, and the promise that they gave everybody, it was a season that and by this time, someone that top Krampokra, the points gap between Omo that top and Omono, it shouldn't be more than 4 points. Then me and him say our title race on our hands. But at this particular point in
time,
oh, na me and then Kotoko ne dia ye de wo, oti ase no. Ye de wo. It's white, red. Just that you need just that the team is being managed. To be very honest with you, I think the management of the team is substandard, to put it mildly, because a big club like Kotoko cannot be managed by just 2 or 3 people. What I say? And for how long would they continue to stay?
Oh, yesterday they released a statement announcing the appointment of 8 individuals, basically for communication to promote their games. And a good step, Anna.
And a good step. And your communication assembly account. You need a board to draw up the vision of the club. What I say? You need a board.
So these are the members. Just for quick interruption: Sedni Dako, Edu Echampon, George Forson, Chumberima, Kwame Akosa, Prince Alimo, Ransford Marfo, Emmanuel Stud. We mo said on be promote to Kotoko games. Now if you didn't conform with Braba Kotoko Fabu sensors, but you think it's not enough.
It's this appointment. Nipa Mienupe. Only 2 people can do this job. I mean, with technology, and if you know the know-how, if you just want to promote the game and let people come, what I say, you don't need all these people to do what? To promote promotion? No. I mean, and if you're talking about the management in terms of
the mismanagement of the club now, my team didn't perform.
Look at all these stories of indiscipline, immorality, and all these things that happen. We had at their camping days. If you have a proper management structure in place, there's no room for some of these things. What I say?
Yeah.
But I see that, I mean, the management is mediocre. And it is not their fault.
So no,
it is not their fault. But those 2 or 3 people cannot manage the club to become what Kotoko supporters expect the club to be. Well, in fact, even Kwesi Appiah is supposed to be a member of the management. He's a head coach of Sudan. I mean, Kwesi Appiah at best should have a technical input because that is where his expertise is. And you know, we should say na club na manage club na maybe sa na be I say konenima na banechi. Konenima na banechi. I say we take 2 steps forward, no matter 3, 4, 5 steps backwards. And today be a swing no progress. But and maybe I will have this conversation another day. Because if the club really wants to make progress, we know how clubs in Africa, at a point in time, we didn't hear of them again, but they revived. How did they revive? 2 things. It's money, then it is putting the right people in place,
right,
and then the right structures, and then to have a vision and work towards the vision. But I miss the time in here. It's another time we will talk about that, and it's not only as Kotoko.
But I'll be happy if that conversation comes up. So we'll bring one of these communications guys so that only debate on the state of the club and how it's going.
I mean,
I'd love that discussion to go on here.
Exactly, because I'm not happy, and I think that the management themselves are handicapped because they don't even have the rights. If the management are struggling now, who do they go to?
The king.
At the moment.
They go to the king.
They go to the king.
Yeah.
For what? Financial support.
Yeah.
Yes. But sometimes they struggle not only because they need financial support, but they need expertise, expert advice. Do you have all these structures in place?
Well, and then their chances of winning the double, as the coach indicated, that is one of the priorities. But Tanko says it is possible. All right. Now, Yaw Preko, ufin so atemana ansa pole ka ba bi no.
Yeah.
Ujaye. 1 year on. Kotokofo no se onya nte se ya twe obi aso. Bibie nu a akoso a amombo atom yem. Na yebusa say for those of us who are following the Ghana Premier League, would you see a bibie free for you as a coach of that club, our coaching club nida? Yes, sorry.
Yes, Nancy, I said Division 1 crime. We say say as good or say me who moja bin in social media.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think say yes, bibi because born ye de akuma ne ye de akuma edi ball echi more than sebe yeti because pole we nema koso bebre and even papa no complex and crowd or they are rented team be for 10 years or they are rented second division for 10 years and a day opposite day you know say you know the dreams in ya can he come back to football just because
no
nipa ba could be eco misbehavior na eco faso but like I said no me who nyema bebre was social media other if anything grounds are still an
nothing pushes you
you know attacking referees, attacking players, supporters and everything
and how has security equally been effective at our stadia?
Beginning
the safety protocols.
Yeah,
we don't work with it anymore.
You get me? That shows because since then if anything Premier League Premier League 1 year Premier League but like you said beginning we say Bekum match be na about 17 policemen and then no but now you can say a bit me atoaso military men war and as a security men war as good near if anything omone one mpone boy you know Park
Academy. I say Park Academy for cry you move from home quite so.
Yeah.
Muja
just imagine. Until security or
then recently there was a Port City and True Democracy.
Just imagine. And through the moment like I say apart from if anything has and Kotoko no more
the whole Ghana. Yeah, through them.
We has and Kotoko.
Yeah, support to through them.
Matthias.
It was squad.
We have to grow up.
Sure.
We have to grow up. It's becoming unbecoming. You know, yesterday I was at Alajo to watch Newtown
second division.
Yeah. Newtown from saying Oba Refinity and I enjoyed the game.
Excellent.
Yeah, Newtown Alajo.
Newtown Alajo boy. That's a derby game.
Derby game.
Qua.
And the game ended. Obianiaji.
Wow.
Referee was fair.
Wow.
It was a penalty, not penalty, and the penalties mean
legitimate.
Yes, and the game ended 3-1 for Alajo person of our league, and we shared that and supported our mobile
massive Premier Centers.
Yes, and they enjoyed. You know, football. People want to see football. Even they didn't know. Like coast time, they were but no offense, Nechi. Almost so your mother no more, yes, but game and dear, when who say Obino Bipo, Alajo, center of Accra, but Uboko baby, but he said Division 1, friend saying village ground tader. Now you say Yabu referee collapsing, and come on, yes,
well. Coach Abio. Yeah.
Na ya bibi da. Ona say ya bibi ada onana. Ay individual bi ofie busua bi mu na protect you. Ya bibi ada and ya de ni nyina 5-7 approach. Oh, ade asia On say league be our years, no. On more code. On you say meda beba, stabbing beba. Into weba, what we activate? What is next? Any plan be our. Any plan be our plan back where you say I qualify for work up your record. And the age, but there should be main and we will learn to forget because of the children poor nobody tell at school. Into your children, poor we've not learned anything. And since I say try learning. Now let me tell you something. Obiaba Stadium kita phone. Say Obia and Kaoba Stadium kita phone. So right now it's easy to track who did the wrong first. So this is where technology comes in. So we don't need to learn now. Say I see a question there, you better catch it. Into a job here, to say a punishment, reward and punishment what work. There's this village. Right now, when you arrive there and you have a gun, the police knows. In Koswo Hinibi, who is doing so well. One of the village around Sunyani.
If anything, Dumesua.
Let's arrive Dumesua right now. Have any ammunition on you?
Yeah.
It's showing at the police station.
We're building new police station.
So, an individual has come to do that. It's all our stadium, we could trace. And I won't say, Medani Baeno. Say, you shoot technology here. Oh, phone in here. Yanya kita phone wa. Who sent the video first? Make the work easier for the police, forensically. Oh, we need to move to a stage. Like Zanami Utrobi, only gone from Shiashi. Security cameras must start from Shiashi. And goes right into a picky young time 50,000 feet road from Wow Nanti, a picky Obia through the gate. So when we want to close down on what happened, we can easily close down the number and create a skeleton of people and see who was doing something.
Yeah.
You try and maybe don't give anybody advice. So be sure don't do this. Encouraging it. So be sure encouraging.
Especially on Friday.
Nana say, Nana every level we can do all those things and control the stadium. Yachi aman for punishment yen vary or consawa koeden corporate Berlusconi, Italian AC Milan boss. Or your community labor, 168 days. So who am I? It is a very practical person, 168. It will deter a young boy not to go and do that wrong thing.
Michael, yeah.
You understand? But if we don't do that, if we don't punish and we don't reward, how do you get perpetrators? It's a stadium, a secured place. That confinement, within a radius of 1,000 meters, should be able to pick everybody who was around. Whether we share game and over trade.
Right.
Until there are a co-exchange, but we can't be at this colonial mentality. How many soldiers can you bring to the stadium and feel said to bring sanity? We've seen it before. Do you remember this game? 11 Wonders.
Yeah.
When we finished that game.
Yeah.
And yeah, easy.
10 minutes extra time.
10 minutes extra time. They fight before we entered our dressing room. But because we had a team that was well composed, incidentally, Yaw has to come here as a former player. Therefore, supporters to see, say, for the sake of Yaw, they will not attack Olympics. Yeah. I think one was against Viviani. So we've seen it several times. But machine was on man. You better do machine officer coach. I do the start here. Then we punish who did the thing. Now I did tell Crawford.
Right.
I did share the
insurance.
So can you insurance?
Edda, me pick your quick thoughts. Then we'll go to the phone lines. Now,
It's very unfortunate. After this Dastan incident, the main perpetrator or the murderer, why not you need any information as to?
I'm so close to Senegal.
Yeah, I mean, it's Senegal incident.
Of Abidjan and Koye.
And even the most unfortunate.
No, crowd.
AFCON,
the most unfortunate thing Kraponi said, after the murder, he stayed around the Brekum area for 2 weeks before he left Ghana.
And because he was protected,
and Ghana police could not fish him out. Hey, and the you were assembling Papa, because if somebody can commit this act, and Ghana police, if you see send a movie or a friend is saying the CID forensic investigators movie headquarters fi Accra Echo Sunyani Echo yes investigation as at that time they were there for good 2 weeks akwa we ni no monhwene anom ntumi anche no for him to leave via Ivory Coast to Senegal, even if it's true, I can't even tell. It could be a decoy.
Strong hands beat actually.
Ose?
Strong hands beat China.
I can't tell. I know they mean to me, but I am so disappointed. Say we couldn't nab him at that particular point in time, and we allowed him to slip out of the country. Now you see, I was slipping out. So a banisana, and that means that there's not been justice. Now say justice number and mama for doing say so if I can't have justice, then why wouldn't I take the law into my own hands?
I get you.
Well, you know, when things like that happen, we should see I said football and politics thing never be there. I say to me in the name of football, in the name of politics, and things that ordinarily you can't.
You know, one of my friends is like Nana. If you say the Bonnie Amianko Stadium, I will be unchanged.
You know,
yeah.
I think it's about time. Sometimes we need to, make some scapegoats out of certain people,
right,
in order to serve as a deterrent
to
others. Other than that, because the main night are banning into being and the minimum the best nearby.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Nanedu Coach Abil, Yaw Preko, Jerry Paimka, and then Josiah Okokwe. We have our last item, but it will go for tomorrow. Abante be a friend, Julius Ben Emuna, no a competitions manager of Ghana Football Association. House of Vote for Chinchi. Almost say, Obakwa Kunyo be a bit my own as a managing director. Into Abante, a friend Julius Emuna, and a new managing director of House of Oak. The big question is, Yaw Preko no abo has the wait my with the existing structures.
Oh man, money started.
Okay.
House of Oak there. Che was started. Ejuma bia e has bia che was starting now we say.
Right.
Wait me I say oh intiminye. Let's see how it goes.
Welcome to House of Oak, Julius. We work.
Che bia ye Johnny.
Baby, but we say yes, I want to step it down. Young man, no way. But Julius, me the foot time, me want to say, what? I the lady no Jai.
You better stand the road.
Me see the lady is not doing football in Ghana again. Where Jai, they money.
That's a record to be different company.
Okay, that's not football. You can't football. What does that say? So what tell a cry or what tell a munya that so mama to be by your house mana. You be our man 055159832 tomorrow we'll analyze the House of Oak appointment because to be by on top of my head I can count about 8 managing directors but club needs na be go mujana. So what could be the reason? 055159832 055005522 is a big show today on the Sports Park with the legend Yaw Preko Jerry Coach Nanedu Josiah. Good morning.
Good morning, Nana. Fabu ni akotema.
Fabu, Yamisha Oswaba.
Wane wane makai kutoka Express Jerry.
Ai Jerry wa.
Kutoka Express. Au makai. Oh. So no chama kutoka Express mebwa.
Ai na ye kutoka editor no.
No Express bi go mi wa mama fian mame.
Yo Fabu.
Ye kwetiri dia aka na nsemi no to. League mo nya na ti kwa Zito. On not to that league or to league. Well, this year.
Fabu league say mo we ye.
Na na so ya me ka so na wo ye. Ala me na so to ko. I was to na na nsemi no to. No place. What is name I don't know. What is name? Place go bet you so. Who no selection. Ya to play dia. Ukata ka hase. Didi wa mama bona baso. Didi le nya ko to ko ya. Kawa wati tindada. Well, I will take place now. Who can't hear Tama? Oh, yeah, Tama. Yeah, how do you use to place now? Now, we coach. Well, now the crowd, they will. When now do I say leave the matter? No, I'm just not the matter.
Mr. Dansiya, that's Yamisha Bebri. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Nana, as you say.
Yes, so Adum Pacho ma TV set no for my feedback. Yes, I be how ankasa.
Okay. Is that there?
Yeah.
Okay. Mitia omo na medical bisa say me experience people ya only omo amuka ho misremo dentina Lions tambi omunsa da kotokoso me pese obi wa idea including you Nana we Ghana football ache obetimi ache the reason why ka be me de na Ghana football no so as ya e ka de kre betwa so amano say edu second runner na mfo wo ma no kwan na waka atre amanfo na hu no watwa so
your time na so
na esa musumo mwa that's it me pese me
that's it. Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Nana.
Odesheba. But Uma TV no radio ni ma for me say why? Hello? Good morning.
Good morning. Nana kwa bibi aboko.
Yes, Adum.
Yede wali asi ni kase fi Kongo epiapem.
Yo, nyami shaw yiti.
Nana kotoko timu no wu. Aye se bi amafra taw no. Ekọ ni ma na bechi. Iti mes sempe ni fono. Ense nya ko sego ba ku bia na yemi agi. Ese ma ho mene so. Na yeti mi wini games na yeti mi wini league we. Because you wini a because Africa for ko an mu wedding. Iti mes fre kalim dito onya ni dimadi ye na benifono anfo na ni ma anya fam. And supporters no. Nyame nka mo. Amen.
Amen. Now, Onga from Medina says on WhatsApp, Antoine is a good player but gets tired early. Wow. Nagadola wa hu. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I'm Coach Alex.
Thank you for joining, sir.
Thank you to you too. I enjoy the show very well. And kudos to the panels. They are talking very good.
God bless you,
sir. Looking at Ghana football, we are all part of to develop the game. But I'm looking at, even when you look at the league, sometimes there are a lot of troubles when it comes to officiating. And people are talking very well. But the problem that we are having in the country sometimes is officiating. Some officials are doing very well, and others are just handling the game somewhere else. Even looking at like what Raj was talking about yesterday, Alajo and then Newtown. When you come to the Division 2, you look at it that things are doing very well there. But when you go to the Division 1s and then the Premier, sometimes referees can decide to do certain things. But I'm talking about Greater Accra. But when you go to other regions, they are doing different things altogether. So we need to talk about these things that can help this country football. Because sanity, then when officiating of a referee come to the game and he just has everything inside his pocket and is giving us trouble. We need to come together and we need to develop the football so that it will be an attractive place. People can just decide to go there and then showcase and go down to the Division 2. You see that Greater Accra Division 2, kudos to the chairman. They are doing very, very well.
Right.
I'm a coach there, down there. So, but I think we are happy. We are happy the way you people are discussing things, seeing things, like the way coach was talking about. If we come back to this type of people that we need to the football so that we all enjoy, because we are the football people. That's why we talk about football.
God bless you, sir. We're grateful that you joined us. Good morning. Okay, this is the Sports Park on radio and TV. Mabel, what are you saying? Was a good morning, Sports Park. Congratulations to Julius Ben Emuna. Karim Dudu can never win the league with Kotoko because he lacks the technical know-how. Oh, how? Hooliganism in our football is mostly caused by our match officials. R.I.P. Nana Poli. Raymond Decoder, thank you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
I hope everybody is fine.
Grace has found us, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir. You were discussing about the truth of the Ghana football, especially Yaw Preko, and stopping. Anyway, we blame all of you. Because sometimes
You blame me for stopping y'all from speaking.
Speaking the truth.
I'm saving y'all from trouble.
No, what trouble? We all defend him.
Green card, green sheet. They will not bring some to your house.
No, I'm saying that when it comes, Ghanaians will know. You know, the football. Why they tell us football is like a parliament. If you don't have constituency, you can't be part. And the same people are coming out with their rules. And when the thing goes against them, they will not punish themselves. We all know the truth. You see, we can only be a nation with a nice football when individuals who are not part of the FA are the owners of the club. That's the truth. Why are we not going to stadium these days? Because we know the scoreline before we get there. And I won't go. Formerly from 91, 92, I'll leave my job and go to stadium. Go with anybody I know. That's where we have our entertainment. But now, you can't go. Before you get there, you know it will be 2-1. Especially this betting. They're enriching themselves with their club. That's why they are forcing to come to the Premier. They bet and get the money for themselves. That's the truth.
You've made your point, but on behalf of the management of this company, we would like to strongly disassociate ourselves from the comments you've made for any legal consequences. You're entitled to your opinion, and we detach ourselves from any legal implications. Hello.
Hello, Nana.
Yes, sir.